Ah, man. So, guys, what's cooking? So, good morning. Yeah, I usually don't wake up in the morning and do this, like video and say, oh, I want to do video for people to just I felt I had to explain certain stuff I've been seeing. It's like this new trend of, switching from Adobe craze, the craze of working with Adobe products. Now, this is not a video trying to backlash or say the negative aspect of using it, but I think finally people are actually waking up to other softwares, other companies. It was like literally Adobe is not the only player in the game. There are lots of competitors. Now, I remember when I was editing like years back, and I noticed one thing like the crashes you get in Adobe and all these softwares. Yeah, they have good platforms. I like the way they split everything into different softwares, right? Your Photoshop, your After Effects, your Premiere Pro, your InDesign, you know, your tune making softwares, your video making softwares, the way they split it into different platforms. So you don't get one bulky um, software. It's just like software crashes. It crashes too much. Like literally, it's just crashes too much. It uses too much memory for anything. Like the memory dump is just too large for someone that can't spend the whole buck, the old big buck of cash just to get the big fancy laptops to work with. What you're saying is that you're kicking at students if your software is too large, and if you're too expensive, you're kicking at students. You're kicking at the tech guys that can afford you. You're saying that, oh, we are only for the production company, but man, you guys forget where you come from. The people that use your software, like the students, these guys go ahead to work for the production companies. And it's always funny when you go to all these interviews and all these newbies that are now in charge of one project or the other, go like, yeah, do you use Adobe? Do you master? Are you a master of Adobe? How many years do you have using Adobe? I like the way they will pronounce it, and they try to be all CEOs of their own domain. It's like if you don't use it, you're not a designer. Nobody says you're a designer if you use Adobe, but if you don't use it, that's all bullshit. At the end of the day, your output is what matters. If you are a company, and this is for the companies, like if you're a company out there, if you're seeking for someone with technique, look for output, not software. Oh, really? Some of you, the reason why you ask for a project and is always delayed from the designer's aspect is because you keep using these legacy softwares that no longer exist. Now, I'm just saying Adobe in general because they are not the only people that have this issue. I'm literally working in Maya, and Maya has so many issues. It crashes, man. That is like, and imagine you're paying for all the softwares, you're subscribing all this huge amount of money, you're dashing out, and you can't even get a proper software that won't crash on you, and you have deadlines and you can't meet your deadlines. Like literally, I'm working on a software on a project right now, and man, there were times where Maya would just crash, and the client would be like, "Man, we need it in 1 hour, 1 hour." And you know when Maya crashes, you know the fun part of Maya crash, like When Maya crash, sometimes you turn it back on, and this is not working, that is not right. You go online thinking that you are the only one with the issue, and everybody has that issue, and one person has a solution. That means you have to code it, you have to go pull up this file, change these values. Like, come on, don't you guys see those bugs when you don't you guys do extensive testing when you work when you bring out those updates and all. That's why sometimes I keep downgrading. Like, I'm using Maya 2019 and it crashes, and I downgrade to 2018 and it crashes, and I'm searching online for 2012. Like, literally. Well, as for Adobe subscription, I'll tell you the funny thing with me. I stopped using Adobe subscription a long time ago, and I'll tell you why. And there's a true story. So, in like a few years back, I was in India and I was using Adobe like cool for almost everything. I was using Adobe Premiere Pro. I was using Photoshop for my digitals, Lightroom for my images. I mixed Lightroom and Photoshop, which used to give me hell anyway because Photoshop used to be this bulky, and Lightroom is, I feel, is the one thing Adobe got right for photographers was Lightroom. And then literally I was using all the softwares, and I subscribed because these softwares were fetching me money. But the problem I faced was then I moved to Africa, and they were still collecting my subscription. But the minute my IP changed to Africa, like Nigeria, um, my subscription is gone. I'm still being deducted, and then I call them and they're like, yeah, you see, Africa, you can't do purchase it if you're in Nigeria. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? Are you telling me there are no designers in Nigeria? Are you telling me that there are countries where there are no designers? Because come on, if you see the work, the output that comes out of Nigeria these days, you know why you're losing out on business. So yeah. So anyway, that's that. Like, I do pirate some softwares and I pay for some others. I do go download the pirate copies. Not because I want to, and because, man, who pays $1,000 a month for softwares? Are you going to is it going to generate $1,000? Unless I have like a huge company, and I have like large employer and large projects like some movie gigs and all, and definitely not in Nigeria, because Nigeria, no matter how large the movie industry is, they pay chicken change just for you to edit. So if I'm going to use your software, if I'm going to pay for your software, give me loyalty. Now people are moving to like DaVinci Resolve, people are moving to all these other smaller guys. And I look at it, there's this huge trend where people are shifting from the big brands to the small guys, especially the big companies. You guys have to step up your game. Are you just you have to define who you are? Are you just trying to serve the huge firms and all, or are you thinking about the smaller guys who make indie movies, the designers and all? Because people are switching, you're losing out on subscriptions, people are moving out. Like, literally every time I check online to one or two of my designer friends, and all I see on their Instagram pages, oh, today I'm switching to so and so software. I finally made the switch to this software. I finally made the switch to that software. All because you guys are not doing them good, man. They are your backbone. They are your lifebone. So you need to step up. You really need, you really, really need to. Well, anyway, I just said I should say this, and hit me up with your question. Maybe if I have the time, I'll pull up my camera and start answering all of you. So, is your news guy, Cassidy Gabriel Lucia, and I'll be doing a lot of this news and sometimes sharing this piece from time to time. Chill.